We have Steve Heidall and Joy Heidall here with their 1931 Willys 880. This was one of the bigger models that Willys cars put out. And was it sort of in competition or in the same price range as Buick at the time?
I think fairly close, maybe just a little under that, but this particular car was the biggest they made in 31. This is the deluxe 8-cylinder sedan.
Yeah, it must be a nice cruiser on the road, is it?
Fairly decent. It's not geared to be a freeway car. When I get up to 50, I'm feeling like that's about as far as I want to go with it, at least with the condition of the engine as it is.
Well, I understand until 1931 that the national driving speed limit was 35 miles per hour. So you can understand why most of these earlier cars were geared lower. It was all an emphasis on not having to shift. Right. So when you were in town, you could, once you got it into high gear, you could pull around a corner and step on it and it would pick right up again. Versus today's cars, you know, they're geared high for 75, 80 mile an hour cruising on the road, and as a result, they drive much differently.
That's right.
Are you going to do a full restoration on this, or are you planning to just enjoy it as it is?
I'm kind of thinking we originally were going to restore it, but we get so many compliments on the car, seeing it in its kind of original condition. I think maybe we'll hold off on restoring it until later. Just keep up the things that need to be kept up to make it a drivable car.
Well, it's nice to see a vehicle like this that has been preserved in this kind of condition. It really shows that the owners in the past took special care of it. They didn't just abuse it and let it weather and go to pieces.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is really nice to have you here, and hope you're enjoying the picnic. It's been a lot of work for volunteers to get this all set up, and I think they did a wonderful job making it look festive and so forth. I'm going to shut your door here. This was hanging open just...
This car has kind of an interesting history that came with it. It was purchased by a madam in Miles City, Montana, who owned a line of brothels, and she used it to run booze across the Canadian border during Prohibition. And there was a story that came with the car about a fellow who, her driver, who went up to get a load of booze. The guys that were going to load it up offered to load it up for him, so he took off and didn't follow what they were doing. And then they covered up the booze in the back. And when he got back to the garage in Miles City, Montana, and they took off the tarp, it was a bunch of cordwood. They had stiffed him. And so he was forever known as Cordwood in Miles City, Montana.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Great story.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much again.
You're welcome.
Both of you. All right. Okay. Bye-bye.
That's all right.